Ishii and Goto on the same level playing field here tonight, and they have beaten LIJ. As it is time for John Cena to go one-on-one with Johnny Gargano. And the Goat Slayer connects as well. Johnny Gargano beats John Cena. Wait a minute, Adam Cole! Adam Cole hit the ring! Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano staring down at one another. What does this mean as we close out a tumultuous episode of ECW? Hello everyone and welcome to ECW. We are here from the Royal Farms Arena in Baltimore, Maryland for tonight's edition of the A Show. And we are kicking things off the way we ended last week's edition of ECW with a man who's got a lot of explaining to do. And it's pretty clear that Baltimore knows just who this man is. We all know who it is. It is Adam Cole coming towards the ring. He charged down to that very ring last week to stare down with Johnny Gargano. We don't know why. We don't know what was said. But we know that was how we closed last week's edition of ECW. And we are opening it with the very same man who left us with a great deal of questions that we want answered here tonight. Warm welcome to you all wherever you're tuning in for this edition of ECW as we prepare for what is going to be another big show, you can imagine, on our way towards the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. And of course that road to WrestleMania, a road that this man knows all too much about, given that last year he was on the road to the main event of WrestleMania. Well, he is here this evening right now. As you can see, he's certainly not dressed to compete, but he's rather dressed to have something to say, and that is exactly what he's about to do with a microphone in his hand. Well, I guess there's nothing to predict about what he said last week, because as Adam Cole says himself, he said nothing. But he absolutely has something to say here tonight, and he wants to say it right to the man's face. Adam Cole calling Johnny Gargano to the ring. And Baltimore will rise to their feet for Johnny Wrestling. Big reaction as it is, week in and week out for this man. The lifeblood of ECW. Johnny Gargano making his way towards the ring. Last week, of course, he put in a stellar main event with John Cena. And here he is again here tonight. Just like Adam Cole, not dressed to compete. But whether he was here because he hoped to hear from Adam Cole, or here to show his love and adoration for ECW wherever it goes, not only across the country but across the world as well. Johnny Gargano in the building here this evening, and Baltimore always loving to see Johnny wrestling. Adam Cole letting him soak in the whole reaction, but I imagine now you'll have something to say. Well, I think it's safe to say that Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano are not the only two who feel that way about Anarchy Rulz. Well, he's not exactly wrong. Oh my. Adam Cole always wanted to put his neck out on the line. And he wants to do it next week in that ring against Johnny Gargano with a chance to face Naito at the Royal Rumble on the line. And Gargano doesn't want to waste any time either. No matter the fighter, no matter the location, Gargano will always accept a fight. This was something that was discussed before and during Anarchy Rulz as well. The desire to be champion was taking over the minds of people, especially Adam Cole and Braun Strowman. And Johnny Gargano believes deep down inside of him, he has to be the one to end Naito's reign as ECW champion. But Adam Cole feels like it goes one layer deeper with him. It started with Cole, and he wants to make sure it ends with him. They've accepted the fight for next week. Cole and Gargano, who will face Naito at the Royal Rumble. Well, we know who will be facing off in our main event of the evening here tonight, as Mustafa Ali will go one-on-one with the ECW Cruiserweight Champion Rey Mysterio. What a main event we are in for in Baltimore. But just like last week, what a way we're going to be kicking it off. Because here comes Hiroki Goto, ready to do battle with Cold Skull Sanada. You saw last week, you saw the recap at the start of the show as well. It was all chaos during that match. It looked like a 2-on-1 advantage at ringside for LIJ over Tomohiro Ishii, but Hiroki Goto hopped the barricade and came in with a save at death's door, essentially. GTR and Hiromu Takahashi on the outside. And then in the ring, the vertical drop brainbuster connected for Tomohiro Ishii to pin Evil. Well, you see here tonight, there's no Ishii making his way out. And on Sanada's side, there'll be no Evil, there'll be no Takahashi. Everyone is banned from ringside after what happened last week. That means we are in for just a straight fight between Sanada and Goto. A continuation, of course, of everything that happened at Anarchy Rulz. And if you remember Anarchy Rulz, you remember that match ended quite abruptly as well, rather early. It felt like it ended before the tensions were ready to be mounted, before the fire was ready to be unleashed within all four competitors. And that was due to an everything is evil from Evil being delivered with such force, deliberate force essentially, but it sustained a minor concussion to Hiroki Goto. And while that certainly was over 2 weeks ago at this point, there's no telling if that mild concussion could still be lingering within Hiroki Goto, or if he is in a more healthy state. Goto not one to be kind of forthcoming about his injuries. He'll fight no matter what state he's in. And he's going to fight here tonight. And all it took was the lights in the arena to dim, and the boos came raining in for Cold Skull Sanada. Wherever they go, they are not in welcome waters. So long as that logo is on the Titantron and they have a vice-like grip on ECW, whatever they do will be met with hatred. Sanada makes his way out by himself here, ready to go against Goto here this evening. This one's going to be a good one, no doubt about it. There's going to be some strong stuff from Goto. There might be some cowardice from Sanada. We'll see what the tactics will be from LIJ. We will see how a member of LIJ for the first time, well, since the group was reformed, albeit this time in this company, what the guys can do when they're on their own. You know, we know what Evil and Sanada can do in a tag team variety. We've seen them before, but it almost feels like that was an old Evil and Sanada. That was not the Evil and Sanada that we know now. That was the Evil and Sanada that cared, that had passion. Not the Evil and Sanada that became reunited with Naito and now stake their claim to try and decimate ECW and everything and everyone within it. Well, Hiroki Goto's certainly not going to stand for it, as we're going to see right now. Here we go with our opening contest of the evening here on ECW. The bell rings are underway, and they come charging at one another. But Goto charging with a bit more force as he knocks Sanada off his feet with a lariat, and the kicks come raining in right away from Hiroki Goto here. German suplex takes Sanada down. Goto has been waiting for this opportunity since Anarchy Rulz. He has been wanting to get his hands back on a member of LIJ, and he gets that chance here tonight. Sanada in, leapfrogs him slightly, sunset flip here, trying to put it away early. Goto kicking out at one though, certainly telling Sanada early on, oh no, we're not doing things your way. Stepping to go from Sanada, they took Goto down. The head certainly going to be an area of target for Sanada in this match, not only of course because of the skull end submission, but the potentiality of that mild concussion still being there within Goto is definitely something that Sanada will want to capitalize on. Maybe a game plan that was previously discussed by LIJ before this matchup began, when it was announced last week. Here we go, Sanada in right now. Oh, he's locking up Goto here, just trying to be egotistical. A smirk on his face as he had Goto in the Paradise Lock there. Your body tangled up, you don't know which direction to get out of, you don't know how you're tangled up, and you don't know how to get free either. It's all about the mental mind games, and that is where LIJ can absolutely succeed. Sanada certainly showing no signs of cowardice here in this contest thus far. He's come in with the intention to beat down Goto. Maybe to make Anarchy Rulz look like a walk in the park compared to what Goto's going to have to go through here tonight against Sanada. Collision between the two. Sanada looks for the move too early. Discus clothesline from Goto. If you want to fight, well, Goto's more than willing to fight with you. Just hope that you brought your A game, because Goto will look to fight it out of you. Here we go now, up in the air. Vertical drop suplex there from Goto. He'll take a moment to take in the respect, the adoration of the fans here in this arena right now. Irish whip into the corner here again, goes Sanada. Goto, running bulldog out of the corner there. Looking good so far for Goto, there's no denying it. Snapmare, oh! Still got the kick up in time, there may be a bit of commentator's curse. And again, Sanada tangling up Goto here. As if to say, I can do it again with the Paradise Lock. Probably just trying to frustrate Goto, trying to snap something within Goto, and if that is the case for Sanada, then he might regret it. Might have been looking for the Paradise Lock again. This time Goto just kicked him away and hits a running bulldog. Pendulum already swinging back and forth in this one, but you can tell there's no love lost between them. You can tell the hatred stemming through these guys is real. Missile dropkick from the top rope there from Sanada. And he knows how good that looked as well. For lack of a better term, a shit-eating grin on his face. Oh, but Sanada couldn't capitalize there. His ego got in front of him. And now Goto with a big hip toss there. Sends Sanada over the top rope once more here. Right hand doesn't quite find Sanada in time, so brings it back in the ring before Sanada has a chance to counter him once more. Discus clothesline. No, there's the counter now from Sanada. Drop kick, and down goes Goto. Well, they're definitely throwing everything at one another right now in the attempt to put the other one away. But aside from the Paradise Lock, it feels as if there hasn't been really a big move in this match yet. They're kind of just throwing stuff at one another until one of them will stay down. Oh, head first into the barricade goes Goto there. If that mild concussion is still playing up, that's not going to do him any favors at all. Right hand from Goto in response though. He'll send Sanada into the barricade now. And a lariat on the outside for good measure as well. Count to 5 here as these two continue to fight on the outside, but it's Sanada who brings him back into the ring here, and he'll go to the top rope. Will it be the moonsault? No, it's the elbow drop instead. Sanada, the one who sent him out of the ring and sent him back into the ring as well, now controlling the body of Hiroki Goto briefly there. Sanada might be looking for an opening here. Oh, he'll just go straight forward. Skull end! Skull end! Skull end is locked in. The legs are wrapped around the body. The arm is wrapped around the neck. Hiroki Goto may fade here. He may have to tap out. Oh, there we go. Goto slips his way out. Goto slipped out of the skull end. He ain't letting Sanada get one over him this time. And here we go from the top rope. Neck breaker from Goto. And the fight back is on here with Hiroki Goto. Oh no, it's not. Sanada counters him again. Sanada once again finding a counter for that snap mid there. And it's him in the corner. No, it's not. Goto comes up the counter once again here. Sanada gives up his back in the corner. Bad move. Has the arm. No, Sanada gets himself free. Drop toe hold. Sanada just so smart in the ring right now. German suplex. Oh no, there's a counter from Goto. That's a smart counter from Goto. Looked in trepidation there, found his way out of it. And a nice back suplex will come in on Sanada. Can Goto find a way around here? Can Goto find a way to get the GTR and Sanada in this contest? Up and over the top rope goes Cold Skull. Running shoulder tackle, and he'll hit the outside hard there. Hiroki Goto now might be eyeing up the way to finish off Sanada in this matchup. Goto gonna go to the outside here. Oh no, Sanada was lying in wait. Pulled a chair from under the ring. Of course they can't play fair when it's an even playing field. Oh, look out, here comes Ishii though. Oh no! Evil was lying in wait with a sledgehammer. Ishii sprung the trap of Evil, and now everything is Evil on the stage. Skull end locked in at ringside. LIJ, those sons of bitches, pull one over on Goto and Ishii. Not the start we wanted here on ECW at all, folks. But the show must go on. Right now we'll take you backstage to Assistant ECW General Manager Kurt Angle, who has some announcements to make for ECW participants in the Royal Rumble match. Big names indeed. John Cena and Drew McIntyre. No doubt about it, those guys deserve it. And you speak of Drew McIntyre, that's his Titantron, but that's not his theme. It is not McIntyre in action here this evening. Rather, it is the man at the centerpiece, though, of everything going on in the British Empire. That is Mark Andrews. Making his way to the ring here this evening. Matching Union Jack attires for Andrews and McIntyre. Of course, if you watched ECW last week, you saw that interview I had with Mark Andrews, an incredibly interesting delve really into Mark Andrews, the person, into why Mark Andrews believes that joining the British Empire was effectively the only choice he had. And not only that, but to Tyler Bate as well, not so much as he didn't warn Bate, he wasn't threatening Bate, he was almost pleading with Tyler Bate, leave me alone. Let me do what I have to do. Please stay out of my business. Calling Bate towards the end of the interview his friend. What's going on between Mark Andrews and Tyler Bate is having a knock-on effect in the British Empire. And Mark Andrews here tonight seems if he might vent some frustrations within the ring. Whatever the mentality might be within the British Empire, it certainly seems the leader, Drew McIntyre, standing at ringside, still has some support towards the Welshman Mark Andrews. Side effect there, as Mark Andrews now will look to just put the hit here on Bo Dallas and try and prove to everyone why he's a member of the British Empire. And why he is someone who ECW top to bottom should be keeping their eyes on, no matter his size or stature. He is a dangerous athlete. Big shooting, big sliced bread there in the corner. McIntyre watches on, but it's not enough. Last week did show so much character to Mark Andrews, and it kind of showed in his response when he came out as well. There was kind of a boo at first when they saw the Titantron of McIntyre, but then when Andrews came out and they realized the theme wasn't McIntyre's, there was a bit more support. There was a bit more of a cheering towards Mark Andrews. Last week really did a lot of good for the person of Mark Andrews. It does seem as if he's in a situation of conflict here with that man right there, Tyler Bate, watching backstage here as Mark Andrews competes within the ring right now. Of course, we still don't know what was said between Andrews and Bate at ringside at Anarchy Rulz that led to Tyler Bate being beaten by Drew McIntyre on the outside at the Anarchy Rulz pay-per-view. Not even Drew McIntyre knows what was said, only Andrews and Bate know right now. And it would certainly seem with this match going on, I don't think we're going to be getting our answer to it here tonight either. Incredible athleticism from Mark Andrews. And I think he might look to finish this match off right about now. Frustrations vented. This is no longer the Vertebreaker. A new name for this finishing move, one fit to the British Empire. Tyranny connects. And with it does victory for Mark Andrews here this evening. Easy as you like. Andrews puts away Bo Dallas here. No matter what's going on with him in the Empire, Mark Andrews in the ring. Oh my goodness! That's Zach Gibson! Zach Gibson backstage assaulting Tyler Bate! Raining the fist down on him! Bate never saw it coming! And whatever Andrews believes, Gibson and the British Empire seem to believe something else. Well, it's time to move on here on ECW, folks. Plenty to take in that moment. Gibson assaulting Bate backstage. And Lana declaring that Rusev is out to break all the records and all the bodies that step up in front of him. Every day, of course, is a day of celebration, a day of festivities, and it's Rusev Day. When we move on here, singles action to come our way. We may have seen the tag team match last week between Lucha House Party and the New Foundation, but tonight we're going to be getting one-on-one action from it between Noam Dar and the man who wasn't pinned in last week's tag team match, that being Kalisto. There's that ominous guitar rip as these two men make their way out. Noam Dar and Tony Nese heading towards the ring, the penultimate NXT Tag Team Champions and two incredibly talented and gifted athletes. On the cusp of almost having a future for them that wasn't in the WWE, along came the Hitman and turned them into one of the most, whatever you think about them, like them or hate them, into one of the most well-oiled tag team machines in wrestling today. They flow together so well. They just are able to merge with one another in an incredible fashion. But right now it is time for the Scottish Supernova to go one-on-one against Kalisto here. Stay down in the middle of the ring to get us going. I wonder if the momentum from last week's victory for Noam Dar will be surging him on here tonight. Try and beat Kalisto. We heard, of course, from the Revivals, Dash Wilder last week as well towards Noam Dar, towards the New Foundation, saying that sure, you guys want to crack at the belts, but you're not just going to walk in here and get your chance. We want you to fight for it. We want every team to fight for it. If you're going to have a title match in this tag team division, you have to have earned it. You don't just get to attack the champions and that's final. Oh, Kalisto there with a big-time pop-up drop kick, using the turnbuckle there to hit that onto Noam Dar. It is certainly speed versus technicality here in this contest. This neck crank there from Kalisto. Niche trying to provide a distraction there for Noam Dar, but to no avail. Steppin Zaguri takes Noam Dar down again here, as it's looking good right now for Kalisto. Maybe I spoke too soon there, because here comes Noam Dar now. Irish whip off the ropes into a hip toss. Simple but effective offense there. Bret Hart will have been training these guys the basics day in and day out, 10 times a day at least, mastering the basics before they move on to some of those more advanced moves. Of course, we've only recently seen them break out the heart attack as well as a tag team finishing maneuver. Dumping him down. Gut first onto the ropes there with that suplex drop there from Noam Dar. Kalisto comes in with a counter there over drop toe holds. And so far it's a bit back and forth here, a little bit topsy-turvy. Bret Hart and Noam Dar might not be best pleased with the performance so far from the Scottish Supernova. Rating the face of Kalisto into the top rope. And then, oh, big knee into the arm there. Kalisto felt that one, and he'll be feeling that German suplex as well. Big bridge. Kalisto kicking out at one. I'm not too sure, though, if Noam Dar had a great grip on it. That may have been what helped with the kick out there for Kalisto. Might not have had the best of bridges. But Noam Dar staying in control here. Back suplex. Pinpoint precision. That was a picture-perfect back suplex there, and Noam Dar knows it. Kalisto able to come back right away. Another forearm. And again, Noam Dar backed up to the turnbuckle here. Look out here, Kalisto. Rolling Death Valley driver out of the corner. And he might look to beat him here. Big upset. Not happening. But a big 2 count for Kalisto, who's going to go right to the top rope here with an opportunity in front of him. Dar slow up to his feet. Here he comes. Oh my God, what a catch. Right out of midair. That was absolutely fantastic from Dar. A spiraling Kalisto coming his way, and he caught him like he almost just fell into his arms, and then hits a rope hung neck breaker immediately after it as well. And Dar for a kick, Kalisto counter, spinning kick in the face there. Kalisto showing why towards the end of NXT he was starting to break out a little bit as a singles competitor. Rolling kick in the head there, but look at that, his niece in with a distraction. Kalisto might have been looking to line up for Salida del Sol, but the premier athlete coming to the aid there, maybe finding an opening, and if he was looking for Salida del Sol, well, Noam Dar had the counter for it, and you can give the assist to Tony Nese on that one. Backbreaker there from Dar. Irish whip again. Oh! Right in the kneecap there with that drop kick. When you saw Kalisto clutching his knee as he came down there, that hurt. Noam Dar knows it as well, and he is staying on offense here. That could have been a massive turning point in this match for Noam Dar. In the corner we go now, running drop kick, and all of a sudden that drop kick in the knee looks to have taken all the fight, all of the fire out from within Kalisto here. Big right hand there from Dar, back suplex incoming. Oh! Nasty landing on that one as well. Dar put a lot of force into that one. And he is just working over the limbs here at Kalisto, working over the arms. Maybe some kind of submission move lined up, maybe just trying to take away the Salida del Sol. Falling in the face again from Noam Dar there. Let's see what he's got in mind now, just eyeing up Kalisto. He's got a fight back going on. Stepping Zaguri, there is still life in the luchador. Kalisto to the top rope here. Diving splash, no, the knees are up in time from Noam Dar. Had it well scouted, and now the Scottish sickle connects. The lights may be out, and Noam Dar with a gory bomb. Oh, wait a minute, that's not all. Has the, oh my goodness! Kalisto's body all sorts of tangled up here. I've never seen this submission in my life before, and Kalisto has no response to it. What a maneuver from Noam Dar to pick up the submission victory here on ECW. At times his performance was a little rocky, but that move, that's a game changer and a half. Kalisto folded up. No way of getting out of it. And Noam Dar picks up an impressive win here on ECW. And look who's on the Titantron right now as well. The Hitman was watching closely. Very interesting news there from Bret Hart, a new member of the new foundation on their way next week on ECW. Oh, hang on a minute, folks. Mark Andrews getting in the face of Zach Gibson backstage. He doesn't sound too happy either. saying that it isn't British Empire business, it's Mark Andrews business, and telling Gibson to stay the hell away from bait. Gibson looking to try and fuel some more flames within Mark Andrews right now. Tensions are mounting again in the British Empire. How many times have we said that before? Mark Andrews sticking to the same guns that he did last week and before that as well, saying that there's a time and a place for what he said to Tyler Bate at ringside. Pinning the blame from the looks of things as well on Zach Gibson for tonight's actions. I mean, he's not wrong. Gibson was the one who attacked him. Oh, but Gibson doesn't see it that way. Gibson might well see things through a different light. It doesn't seem as if the Liverpudlian and the Welshman are getting along all that well together here within the British Empire. And in Gibson's eyes, that's all Andrews' fault. For guys in a group, you'd swear these two men have hated each other for years. Zach Gibson with nothing nice to say. Gibson does have a point. They are back to square one, but how much of that is down to Zach Gibson himself? And wait a minute! Andrews! Oh my goodness! Well, that's what Mark Andrews thinks about what Zach Gibson has to say. Have the bridges just been burned within the British Empire? Andrews flattens Gibson backstage, sending him face first into a locker. Oh, there are tensions once again in the British Empire. This much I'm sure. And it doesn't look like all is about to end well between them either. Mark Andrews' problems now have become British Empire problems. We move on here this evening though, folks, on ECW. Our penultimate contest of the evening here. For the first time since Anarchy Rulz, we get to see the Viper Randy Orton in action against the man frustrated with his loss last week on ECW and looking for a rebound. And that is the man of the hour, Lio Rush. If you watched ECW last week, of course, you saw Lio Rush and Kushida go one-on-one with one another. It was a very competitive, very back-and-forth matchup that ended when Lio Rush wasn't able to connect with a top rope maneuver, and Kushida locked in the hoverboard lock incredibly quickly. And not only was it locked in incredibly quickly, but Rush tapped out within about 5 seconds within the hold. I don't know if it was a rookie error from Lio Rush, or if he was, if he believed that Kushida was going to break his arm, or if he just couldn't find a way out of it, or it was kind of just an instinct to tap out. Whatever it was, it cost Lio Rush a victory that really, right up until that point, absolutely could have gone either way. It is a tough road here, though, for Lio Rush if he's looking to bounce back. But then again, Randy Orton is looking to do the same, because it's not like Anarchy Rulz a few weeks ago went all that well for the Viper either. And as Lio Rush makes his way out here this evening, the Viper, he said that he was going to strike on Aleister Black. Aleister Black said that vengeance was to come the way, that vengeance had dealt the hand towards Randy Orton. And, Aleister Black was right, because after back-to-back black masses, the Viper was defanged. The snake that was circling around Aleister Black was taken care of, and Aleister Black was victorious over the Viper. And now Lio Rush will be looking to try and rebound here against the Viper, and the Viper will be looking to rebound against Lio Rush. In many ways, a must-win match for both men here this evening. But only one of them can pick up the win. So we will be paying close attention to who it is. There's going to be great fire, great tenacity, great hunger in these two men to try and beat the other here tonight. But of course, only one of them can get that victory. So here we go, we are underway here in this contest. Straight into a collar elbow tie-up with Orton taking the arm of Lio Rush right away there. Rush able to move back around though and get the arm himself. Seems if whatever Orton does on ECW, he's always got a certain female following going on for him. Side headlock here from the Viper. Rush able to counter there though, but look at that from Orton. Not enough pressure to bring him back off those ropes. Orton just able to stop himself against them, and now up against the ropes. Rush has Orton. We're going to get a clean break here. Yes, we are. Clean break between the two tremendous athletes, and Rush now will go into a side headlock here. Orton, no, looks like he's going to break his way out of it quickly. And Rush will come back towards him. Duck under from Orton. Into an Orton Thez press here. Takedown, and some right hands coming down on the man of the hour. And went with a little bit of a one-up already there, then onto Lio Rush. Back elbow, couldn't get it in time. Rush came back a little bit too quick. One of the quickest guys, not only in ECW, but across the entire WWE. There's no doubt about it. Lio Rush is speed personified within that ring. The ropes comes Orton now. Rush loaded too early on that one, but a big knife edge chop there. And Lio Rush, the big forearm, sends Orton to the outside. He might be looking to take risks already. And he certainly did. Suicide dive between the bottom and the middle rope. And that has given Lio Rush an opening here in this contest. Rush pulling himself to the top rope here. Crossbody. Covers made now from Lio Rush. Too early in the match to put away Orton though, only the count of one. Oh, nice kick in the leg there though. Orton down to one knee. And oh! Head scissors, spike in Orton. Head first into the mat there. Lio Rush now goes through. Oh, what a Pele kick! Orton caught off guard by it and struggling here to recover. Slowly pulling himself to his feet using the ropes. Snap German suplex now from Lio Rush. Don't let his stature fool you. Lio Rush is an incredibly tough individual, and he's proving it right now here. Oh, Orton sends him over the top rope now. Oh, big back elbow there from Lio Rush. Full head of steam here. Corner post 619 onto Orton. And a springboard 630. No way to capitalize. That might not be the only time though we see the 619 here this evening. With our main event coming around the corner, of course, between Mustafa Ali and Rey Mysterio, who we'll be seeing for the first time since Anarchy Rulz as well. With that Cruiserweight Championship around his waist. To the outside we go here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh! Exploder suplex onto the thin padding floor. Nothing nice about that impact. Randy Orton capitalizing and sending Rush face first into the apron as well. The Viper now. Well, Lio Rush just played into his cards by rolling to the outside, and look at the way in which Randy Orton now will methodically try and break down the body here of Lio Rush. Knee in the back. This is where the Viper works when he's sadistic, when he's able to slow it down. But Lio Rush, he won't let him slow it down. He'll stay at a fast-paced offense. He'll stay at Mach 1, and he'll drive Orton's head into the mat again. Dragging him away from the ropes here, middle of the ring. Moves up on the second rope there from Rush. And, oh, springboard Phoenix splash, are you kidding me? Cover made for the victory on Orton. Oh, not quite though. Orton's shoulder up in time there at 2. But if Lio Rush wants to recuperate from last week's loss, well, so far so good. for the former NXT Global Champion. Rush in the corner, sees the chance, sees Orton down. Here we go. Sweeping Enziguri. Orton down. Maybe out. Orton pulling himself up to his feet, but I don't think he knows where he is. Rush, straight jacket, German suplex. A huge chance for Lio Rush to pick up a monumental victory over the Viper. Oh, but there's someone home in that splash, but you are not in it. A welcome guest, Lio Rush. The knees are up in time. And the suplex comes in after. And the pendulum swings back in the favor of the Viper. And here comes some vintage Orton. Rope hung. DDT! And all of a sudden, Rush went from one move shy to one move away from being defeated. Massive knife edge chop. Rush right back up to his feet, however. Look out here. Northern Light suplex. Floats over. Look at the strength. Twisting suplex. Fantastic strength from Rush. And Orton once again finds himself in trouble. The chance is there for Rush. Can he make the most of it though? Can he beat the Viper here? What's he gonna do now? Orton put him on the top rope. Oh, nice back elbow there from Orton. No, wait a minute. Rush coming back here. Right hands. And oh! Vicious back elbows from Rush now. What the hell is Rush gonna do here? Oh my goodness! Avalanche Poison Rana! This could be the chance for Rush! Orton is down! Rush looking to end it here! Gonna look for the final hour! Here we go! RKO! The Viper strikes and defeats Lio Rush. Never count out a snake. Randy Orton, just when it looked like all could be lost, had one move up that notorious sleeve. The RKO. Rush once again in back-to-back weeks. One move shy. Randy Orton back to winning ways here on ECW. Back to the RKO. Well, the tag team boundaries certainly seem to have been shifted when the Revival won the tag team titles. They want to put out an opportunity for any team on ECW to go after the belt, wanting to talk business with Kurt Angle ahead of a potential ECW Tag Team Championship match at the Royal Rumble. Hopefully we'll have an update for you next week. But coming up for you on the show next week for certain, ladies and gentlemen, plenty to come our way. We have been told you this evening that Bret Hart has a new member of the new foundation to reveal next week. We have no idea who it will be, but we know they will be in action next week here on ECW. But of course, we also know two men who will be in action in ECW in the main event of the evening, with the opportunity to face Tetsuya Naito for the ECW Championship at the Royal Rumble. It will be Adam Cole, baby, versus Johnny Gargano. Two men who have the most personal and bad blood with Naito meet next week for the chance at the gold. All right now, folks, it is time for the main event here in Baltimore. It is time to follow the light as Mustafa Ali goes one-on-one with Rey Mysterio. Back-to-back champion matches for Mustafa Ali. 2 weeks ago it was Rusev. Tonight it's Mysterio. And he has promised that Mysterio will follow the light, along with so many others here tonight. He can't let this opportunity slip. He adores Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is an icon to Mustafa Ali, but he has to beat him here this evening. It is a hungry Ali in action here this evening, but it will be an equally as hungry Rey Mysterio looking to kick off his reign as Cruiserweight Champion the best way possible. This is what a main event is all about, folks. This is certainly going to be one to remember between these two great athletes. Ali ready and waiting. Wait a minute! Are you Buddy Murphy? With a baseball bat at Ali! The former Cruiserweight Champion just blindsided Mustafa Ali! And Murphy is here for one reason and one reason alone, and that is Rey Mysterio. Mustafa Ali is out cold on the outside from that baseball bat shot, but here comes Mysterio. Here comes the champion. Mysterio heading to the ring, climbing up on the top rope right away. Oh, but Murphy caught him. Murphy caught him. Buckle bomb. This pent-up anger within Murphy since Anarchy Rulz is being let out now. Murphy's Law connects onto Mysterio. No, Murphy, no, Murphy! There is no need for any of this. This is no way to end an episode of ECW. But Buddy Murphy, he's lost control.